Thanks for joining us today. I'm Ben from Microsoft, the Service Operations Manager, and today I'm joined by Tim Taylor.
Thank you, Ben. I'm Tim. I've been here about 4 years now, and I'm one of the senior network administrators over at Microsoft.
So today we're here to talk about OneDrive, the sync statuses, and the application use itself. So can we start with a brief overview of OneDrive and what the main purpose of the application is in the business use?
Yeah, sure. It's one of those apps that it's pretty varied depending on your use case scenario. You can use OneDrive on its own to sync your files up to the cloud, have your own private, safe storage for any documents. Your machine goes kaput, you've still got your files, you log in elsewhere. Otherwise, you can use it in tandem with SharePoint to make sure you've got access to all the company resources as well. Thinking replacing an old server with a shared file net.
How would you gauge the general understanding of our clients in terms of OneDrive and the main uses of it?
Well, generally they all know what it is. They know vaguely what it does, but how it does it, how to fix it, or even how to sign in properly is generally a bit of a struggle.
Okay, have you noticed any trends in the type of inquiries that we get from clients when they are speaking to us about OneDrive?
One of the big ones is understanding the symbols. OneDrive's got a lot of status symbols it likes to throw up next to your file, or even in the action tray in the bottom right corner. It can be a bit of a struggle for them to figure out what they have to do, and it's easier to just call someone to help.
What we'll do now is we'll bring up the different types of statuses that we might see in the form of the icons, what they mean, and what the user might experience when seeing these. Okay, so first up we've got the full blue cloud.
Just means everything's okay. If you can see the blue cloud, it means everything's syncing. Nothing to alert you to, no issues. You should be good.
Okay, the next is the blue cloud, but this time with a spinning circle in it.
That just means things are syncing. It's doing what it's supposed to do. You've made some changes to your files on your local machine, they need to sync up to the cloud, or it's doing a regular check and downloading any new files.
Next up we have the blue cloud with the yellow triangle and the exclamation mark.
This generally means there's probably something going on with your account. It might need you to sign in again, or just refresh the application.
And what kind of impact might that have on the user's files?
Typically, it's probably going to stop the syncing. If you've got an exclamation mark down there, it means you need to look at it now, really. It can stop any files from staying up to date. Any changes you make on your machine are probably not going to be uploaded to OneDrive or SharePoint.
Next we have the blue cloud with the red circle and the white X in it.
That means there is a sync error. Something's gone wrong. There's an issue with one of the files and OneDrive can't upload it. There's a good few reasons why it can happen, but typically your best bet is to go down to the little icon on the bottom right, click it, and it'll tell you. Often, it'll have a little button that you can click, and it will tell you how to solve it, or it will solve it for you. You just need to hit yes.
Now I'd like to run through the icons that you might see next to your files, maybe in Windows Explorer. The first one being the white cloud.
The white cloud means your file is available online only. This means it is only in the cloud. If you unplug your computer from the internet, turn your Wi-Fi off, you're not going to be able to open that file.
The other icon you might see is the green circle with the white tick in it.
This just means the file is available offline. This is when, if you unplug your internet, you're still going to be able to open and read your files. You can do this by right-clicking a file and selecting Keep Offline.
Okay, another icon that we might see is a white circle with a green tick in it.
That means the file is offline for now. It's probably going to come up once you've recently opened a file. You'll see the status of the file change to this little green tick and a white circle. You're probably going to be able to access it for a little bit, or you can right-click it and click Free Up Space, and it will make it online only again.
Another status icon that we might see next to your files could be the red circle with the white X in it.
Yeah, it's not one you want to see. It means OneDrive's having an issue with that specific file. Again, there's a few issues that could cause this. The file name could be too long, you could have the file open, or the file could just be corrupted. Often, if you go into your OneDrive application, in the bottom corner of your screen, it will tell you why and give you some advice on how to fix it.
And the final one that we wanted to go over was the white circle with the blue arrows in.
Again, like the one on the bottom right corner, this one just means the file's syncing. If you've just started syncing your OneDrive by installing or signing in, or by syncing a document library, it's got to sync all the files still. You're probably still going to be able to access it, but your performance is going to be a little bit slow.
So today we've covered off the basic functions of OneDrives, the status icons that you see, how to fix them and what they might mean. Hopefully this has been helpful to you if you've been looking for an explanation of the application. Tim, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you very much for having me.
If you do have any questions or comments, then please do post them down below and we'll get back to you there. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notifications for the channel, and we'll see you again soon.